hikers, walkers and ramblers. So I believe this is my first walk that is officially in spring and not winter, which is awesome. And I was about to say that it's a glorious day, Friday, and it was a sunny day, and I kind of get to one of my favourite places in Shropshire, Caer Caradoc, which is literally, I think, the highest point in Shropshire. But just started a little bit of a drizzle. Hopefully it stays to a little bit of a drizzle, because it isn't meant to, it's not going to rain at all today. So, sure, it's just a passing shower. But Caer Caradoc, I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit more information about Caer Caradoc, or Caradoc Hill, as we go along. Nearly at the top of the first steep little bit, and then no doubt as we go right towards the peak, that is pretty steep as well. So, top of the first little steep bit. Through there. You can actually see the car down there in the distance, and the views are incredible up here. Now you can actually see a ridgeback of hills. Okay, nearly there. So when you get near the top, you can start seeing the ramparts, which from the air, given a drone shot, I'll stick a shot in. You can clearly see them from above, more so than just walking through them. Okay, so the route started down by that campsite farm, climbed to there, now we're near the top. We're actually in through the ramparts, as you can see there. And if I turn around, look, you again clearly see remnants of what was an Iron Age or late Bronze Age hill fort. So if you know where to look, just down from the peak of Caradoc is this cave, which actually holds some significant history around the name Caradoc. As you come into this cave, which is obviously very muddy, let's see if I can get that a bit brighter for you. On a ledge in the cave is a plastic box. Now, if you've seen my other videos about the Shropshire letterboxing, that is one of the physical letterboxes that still remain. Let me just see if I can show you what's in it. Unfortunately, these do go missing, so there you go. There's a little stamp and a pad, pen, and you can leave little messages, get your stamp and all of that. And so that is a physical letterbox, which, at least being in here, is actually reasonably safe. Brown Clee, Titterstone Clee on the horizon. Precambrian rock. Hard to believe that all of this started 570 million years ago as a result of volcanic eruptions. Now back then, where I'm standing now, that we know as Shropshire, the landmass back then would have been actually in the Arctic Circle, and over millions of years that Precambrian rock that you could see at the top thrust its way up through the ground. And as we know, tectonic plates moved around and ended up in the northern hemisphere to where we are today. But what a view coming down the steep side of Caradoc. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So there we've come down the steeper side of Caradoc. Need to cross over this little wee stream and head on up a path through that gate. Just a little bit steep when you come from the little valley at the bottom of Caradoc, which you can see there nicely in the distance. And then it's a little bit of a climb up the other side through some woods before we plateau off. So you can see it's quite a nice little peak. So a nice little peak now. The track now kind of takes us. Still got to go this way a bit, but then it kind of goes round Caradoc, round the other side. That way back to where we began. Might be spring. Still lots of mud. Yeah, mind you, we did have quite some rain last night, actually. Of course. So we're on a slightly better path now. Oh yeah, all right. So the Long Mynd has got a much more recent history, just dating back 2.4 million years to 20,000 years, where a succession of ice ages and glaciers melting. So during the interglacial periods, the sheet ice, the glaciers would melt, forcing streams down the hill, along with rain, would cut through and form the valley that we know now as Carding Mill Valley. Where did the name Caradoc come from then? Well, Caradoc, as in DOC, how it's spelt now, translated to Welsh, forms Caradoc, D-O-G, as in the animal, dog, and refers to Fort Caradoc, which, you know, would have been given to the name of the fort that resided there all those years ago. So Caradoc's fort. I was on the wrong side of the fence. After spotting this gate here, makes sense, I'm meant to be this side of the fence then, eh? Now, local legend has it that it was the site of Caratactus's last battle against the Roman legions during the Roman conquest of Britain, and that after the battle he hid in the cave on the side of the hill which we saw earlier. Thank you, local farmer that has clearly been working to chop some trees down and churned the path into about a foot thick of mud. So up there, Oak Boulder, Boulder, and then the new signpost there splits off in I don't know how many directions. Apparently we are down in that direction. Through these little bit of woodlands. Definitely not a route I've taken before. Pretty well signposted there. And back over another little bridge. As you can hear the squelching, there is not a good way to get across. Oh God. To the point that it's just pulled my shoe off. Wow. Serious bog. Is this a lesser trodden path or something? Because it is muddy. Still got to get across to there. I don't think there's one piece of ground that isn't fully sodden. This route. I mean, this is definitely en route, but there is no actual stile there to climb over. A bit weird. Strange. Yeah, interesting. Isn't it like... don't know, it almost feels deserted, but know whether it is. So I think the path splits off either down this way, but no, it's the other way. I mean, as far as remote places go to live, wow, this one ticks all the boxes. Doesn't want to make its mind up. Doesn't look lived in, but man, why not? Wow. So, our cottage abandoned and derelict. Look at that. Nature has most definitely taken over that. Damn. Was a bathroom. Not much left. Okay, onwards and upwards. And it is a bit hard to see any kind of route here. That's got to be that. Just checking the route. Yeah, kind of a path. So, the story continues. If I can get around this muddy patch while I'm talking. So, Caradoc supposedly hid in the cave, you know, last stand, but according to Roman historian Tacitus, he makes reference to a river, and there is not a river. So that could purely be local legend, it would seem. Don't think there's too far to go now. lady path. And we are very close to the starting point. Yeah, I can see the gate. Oh, back's aching a bit now. There we go, that's where we went up. Start off with. Back across this field. So what about Church Stretton itself? Well, the name Stretton is derived from the Old English word stret, which means Roman road, and ton, meaning settlement. So basically settlement on a Roman road. Yeah, that last field, well, of course, on the way up I went round the edge, which was muddy enough. Thought, okay, it doesn't look too bad, it looks quite hard. So yeah, just walked straight across it where the footpath actually is, but damn, it was muddy. I mean, I'm talking of, I sank massively into the mud. Thank goodness for potholes. These are going to need a jet wash, I think.